Hello, everybody. What the wow? Okay, so it's a trippy day today. We are feeling really fucking good. Um, I just want to, drop this transmission in passing. We just want to. It's we gotta get the content out. We gotta get you the information that you need, and we have to keep moving. That's just kind of where it is at the moment. We're going to keep going, but today I really just want to jump in on these very succulent, very delicious, very, oh my goodness. This is the Vibe Guide. One on one. You on you. It is such a beautiful day today. It's such a beautiful day. Yeah, so what we're gonna do is we're having fun. But yeah, the truth is the pay attention to this information if it's useful to you. I've been experiencing these things in the past, and I've seen other people experiencing these things and asked me about them. The truth is, I want to share this idea of being the first to leave. As an art form, as an actual, pivotal option, a first choice shift in consciousness, taking this option and prioritizing it. Because I really want you to understand, why this is such a big fucking deal. Being the first to leave is actually extremely important. And the reason it's such a big deal is because when you leave first, there's so many things that come with that. So first of all, with being the first to leave, you also have to understand you want to be practicing the art of saying no. It's important you can use these skills together. They tend to go together in life when you need them. It's like two little magic cards that you get to pull. You may not have realized they existed, but being the first to leave, what does that mean? That means don't let it fall on you. Get the fuck out of there before that shit falls apart. Be the first to leave. If you sense something and it's off, leave. Start exercising your options immediately. You're not stuck anywhere. It doesn't matter where it is. It doesn't matter where it is. There's going to be options. You do not have to accept anything that could ever happen to you. Do not accept things that do not resonate with you, and watch the universe show up with ways for you to win. Now, there's a finesse to this. Honestly, it's a lot easier for me because I am the master of the universe. I communicate with different realms, so I'm always getting contact from the etheric realms. I really am. You can too. I'm assuming the adept is listening, so you're likely practicing some sort of form of manifestation and stuff like that. If you're practicing manifestation, then level up. It's time for you to practice being the first to leave. Be the first to leave and see how the universe supports that. You're probably in the flow in some sort of sequence anyway. But the truth is, yeah, being the first to leave. Being the first to leave has a lot of positive implications, but if you're in flow, always go with your guidance. Sometimes Source wants to show you something. It wants to reveal to you that it can dissolve things in a particular manner. But when you experience those things, you see it. It doesn't really matter. If you're in flow, there's always going to be some sort of magic or some sort of interesting revelation in the end of your angel sequence or whatever you're experiencing. That's definitely true. But don't be afraid to be the first to leave, even if it just means a mindset, even if it just means, being okay with something dissolving, being okay with not accepting what's going on. Sometimes we're afraid to be the first to leave because of the circumstance we're in. The circumstance is always, ladies and gentlemen, because you are feeling like you are powerless. That's the only time people can get you, is when you feel like you can't leave. If you can't leave, you're going to feel powerless if you can't leave. You'd be surprised how life starts coming together once you've left. There's all sorts of things that will come into your mind that wouldn't come into your mind. There's also the sorts of rock bottom resources. They'll only show up when you absolutely need them. There's a magic to life in that regard. Like, people aren't going to help you until, that final moment sometimes, and you'll have to see how that plays out, as an adventurer, as you make these choices. That may not be guaranteed to happen to you right away, but if you're an adventurer, be prepared for them to be some waves. Be prepared to, you may lose some things. Be prepared for that sort of stuff. It's wild out here. You'll always come out on top. Every single time that I've shifted into something more interesting, and most of the time it's actually been a better circumstance. So continue moving forward. That's pretty much the gist of it. We don't have much else to say today, but just being the first to say I'm leaving. That changes the way that people respond to you. And I just want to let you know that you don't have to wait until something blows up in your face. And, you don't have to accept even one tiny bit of will or psychic debris or any reflection that doesn't meet your desire. You don't have to accept that. If you accept it, I had to learn that in a past relationship. My partner, I was being really laid back. I could have been more critical of her and her life. And this is way back at this point. But the truth is, you can be really critical of people, but you don't have to attack them. You can just tell them, that's unacceptable. Like, that's not what you're willing to accept. And you have to be willing to allow things to go where they go after you don't accept them. You can't, you know what I mean? You don't have to make things feel like, like you have to be friends with them. You can actually say no to things. You know what I mean? Say no and see what happens when you say no. You'll go do something else. You'll if you don't have the pieces that you need, you'll have the pieces that you need to transform it. It's just the way that it is. You have to be ready to say no. So, be efficient. Be prepared to say no. Don't be afraid to be the first one to leave. And always prioritize your health. If you don't prioritize your health, you're not going to feel good throughout this whole journey. This journey is bodily jarring. There's some turbulence. A strong body is going to be required to live, a wondrous, fabulous lifestyle, because you're going to be going to war sometimes. And, if you want to move up in the world and you want to be an adventurer and you want to, you want things to flow the way that you want them to, well, then to take control, you're going to have to be able to say yes more so you can receive more, and you're going to have to say no more. You're going to have to say no more often, and you're going to have to mean it when you say no to actually get the fucking response. That's absolutely fucking important. You have to say no. Make sure that when you say no, you're saying hello. Hello, everybody. It's your big. It's your big day. It's your big. Big. It's your big. It's your big. It's your big. big day. Oh my goodness. Thank you for tuning in to this time, space, reality. This is the Vibe Guide. One on one. You on you. It's such a beautiful day today. We cannot even go. We are ecstatically blissed out on a whole nother level. We love you, tribe. Can you taste the tasties? It's a beautiful day. Did you catch that sunrise? It is sparkly green leafy season. New growth, new light, new heights, new vistas. You have to be loving it. It's your big day. Today we just wanted to drop a It's the best day ever, everyone. You cannot even believe the synchronicity. Can you believe the synchronicity? And how insane. Off the chisels, easy. It's us, wow, out here. Yeah, beautiful sunrise today. Beautiful day. We are loving it. We are loving it like you've never even felt it before. So today, oh my goodness, let's do another one. It's a beautiful day, everyone. Yes, it is. It's your big day. Yeah. Mom. Ooh. Orgasmic. Are you feeling that in orgy? Yes, 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 yes. Yes, that yes, that an orangey is definitely, 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 definitely. It's definitely the best day ever today, everyone, every single time on Alwaysness. Yes, it is. Mom, I can't believe this. Are you loving it? Are you loving it? Are you loving it? Yes, you are. You're loving it. You loving it, 'cause we love you. Never, never loving you. We love you. All right, so jumping in to the transmission. Yeah, it's just today. Really wanted to cover the power of saying no. The power of saying no means. Wait, that's not what we wanted to lead with. We wanted to lead with the benefit of actually leaving first. Yeah, that's what we wanted to cover, and then we're going to add in the power of saying no because they go together in life. You're going to tend to use these things around the same time. You're going to need to say no when it's time to leave first, all sorts of things. It's just about that energy going together. So, yeah. Anyone needing some no time? Some no time? You need to say no to it? Say no, say no, say no! No, you can't do that to me. But anyway, the power of leaving. The power of leaving first. The art of leaving first. Leaving first. Leave first. Why? What's so great about leaving first? Well, if you leave first, then they're picking up the pieces. Alright? If you leave first, then they have to deal with it. Leave. Leave. Leave again. Leave it all. Leave. Leave. I mean, that's pretty much the entire transmission. It's just about the benefit of leaving first. If that's the unknown world to you, and, every circumstance is kind of its own unique thing, so. But these experiences they do give you something. There is something there. You have a sense for something. It's hard to explain, but not easy to experience. Not at all not. You definitely experience it. It's definitely a big deal. Be comfortable with leaving first. You're going to get amazing results, especially if you have the high ground. Especially if you have the high ground. If you know what you're doing, if you know why you're doing it, that's all it takes. Leave first. So you can see what life treats you like. You have to, that's survival. And survival is not something you want to think about when you're thinking of thriving or thriving. But here's the thing. Survival skills are still extremely useful. They help you bounce back. You're gonna have incredible amounts of confidence, and then, you'll become a better adventurer. I mean, you're gonna become so mighty. Like you're gonna become so fucking fantastic and shit. You're gonna be like totally out there, like actually getting it in. Don't be afraid to leave first. Leave first. Leave first because you're gonna leave with these skyrocketing benefits. So much stuff is going to show up to be there for you. And, you're going to have support from the universe. You're going to have so much support. Yeah, please leave. We're going to leave you with this meditation to steep into, to clear your energy. We've been making these, and we're having a lot of fun doing them too. We love you. You have a great day today. Enjoy the vibe. Yeah. This is the Vibe Guy 101 on you. Tell me what you're gonna do on two. Alright, anyway, it's your big day. We appreciate you. Loving you, send you love and radiance. Just peace be with you. 333, everybody. That's the one for today. Loving you all. Be happy. Be ever so happy. Plusing up the radiance. Feeling so good. Feel fantastic. Get sunshine. Take a shower. Oh my God. We have so many things. Practical things to say. Make sure you bathe. Clear that energy. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to smoke. Don't be afraid to smoke, everybody. I'm definitely a proponent for the ganj. Don't be afraid to vape. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Become one with it. You are epigenetic. Be happy above all else. It changes synchronicity. It changes what you consider to be acceptable. When you are down and when you are in low energy, it makes it easier for people to take shit from you. And that is because, you're going to stick around. Because you don't have anywhere else to go. You're trying to figure it out. When you are happy, your expectations change. Your tolerance, your willingness to let things happen to you that aren't aligned are less because you know how good life is and how it's supposed to be. So, you know, embody those energies. We love you. If you like me nasty, you might want to stick around because I'm doing licks right now. I'm doing licks right now.